What's up, YouTube friends? I ain't gonna call no names because it's too many of us now, but big shout out to all of y'all. You know who you are. I just want to do this video, man, talking about the flesh and the spirit. I saw this little message that my sister sends out in her email. It's a little message that's at the bottom says, "Two natures beat within my breast. One is cursed, the other is blessed. One I love and the other I hate. But the one I feed will dominate." I like that. Two natures beat within my breast. One is cursed, the other blessed. One I love, the other I hate, but the one I feed will dominate. So this video is going to be based on a question. Which one of your men, flesh or spirit, is the strongest? Which one do you feed the most? I just got a comment from a user on here that I don't know. I saw a comment they left saying how they struggle to live right and they struggle to do the right thing. And I was just thinking about that. I thought about that email. And a major problem that we have living this life is feeding our flesh too much. Now I know you got your holier than thou people that'll tell you they don't feed their flesh. So how you still living if you don't feed your flesh? This flesh got to eat. So it's not possible to live without feeding your flesh. But our spirits have to be fed on a daily basis. On a daily basis. And it's too many of us that's spiritually we dying or starving spiritually because we too busy feeding our flesh every day and not feeding our spirit. Now, it's certain things that you do, and you're probably not going to hear nobody else say what I'm about to say. But just being real, y'all know me by now. Feeding your flesh can be just about anything that you do. When you're sitting down to watch TV, you feeding your flesh because your spirit don't want to watch TV. When you go play ball, you feeding your flesh. Your flesh is benefiting, not your spirit. All of our extracurricular activities that we do feeds into the flesh. It don't feed into the spirit. So these things that we do on a daily basis, feeding the flesh. So when do we take time out to feed our spirit? Speaking for myself, I don't feed my spirit enough. That's just being real. I feed my spirit, but I don't feed my spirit enough. So the things that feed your spirit is what? Prayer, fasting, attending church if you're paying attention to what's going on. That's a whole nother subject. But studying the Word of God, that's feeding your flesh, having a one-on-one relationship with God, communicating with Him every day, that's feeding your spirit. So think about that. How often do you feed your flesh? And how often do you feed your spirit? Because if your spirit man is not stronger than your flesh man, it's going to constantly be a struggle and a battle for you to live for God. And there's no way that your spirit man can be stronger than your flesh man if you feeding your flesh more often than you feed your spirit. I remember one time I said I wasn't going to eat. Every day I was going to go without eating until I fed my spirit. That'll make you think right there. Say, yeah, I'm not going to feed my flesh nothing. I won't eat food until my spirit eats first. That'll really get your mind where it needs to be if you think like that every day. Well, yeah, think about that. I believe now is the time. You can't make nobody live right. And not too many people want to hear the truth these days. But now is a time where we have to look at ourselves and find out where is our self coming up short at. I know it's easy to look and see and point the finger at everybody else, and we know everybody else's shortcoming. But we getting down to the wire now. It's really time for us to examine ourselves and make sure we are who we say we are. Make sure that we are what we say we are. It's self-examination time. So what's the strongest? Your flesh or your spirit? Until next time, peace.